What's up, everybody, and welcome to Cloud Gaming X, and I'm Sunny, and today I'm bringing you guys some updated news about things happening in the gaming world and how that reflects and coincides with Stadia, as well as a big Phill tweet that took me by surprise. But as always, if you guys end up liking this video, please consider hitting that like button, as it's just so super helpful. Consider also subbing to the channel if you're brand new and you're looking for more Stadia content, as well as Stadia gameplay videos and exclusive Stadia game reviews. We're going to be doing all that. We're just waiting for Stadia to release so we can stop doing so many of these news videos and show you guys some gameplay. So I am so excited for all that. But without further ado, let's jump into today's news for Stadia. So Phill tweeted, and I quote, "Yes, all games at launch support 4K. We designed Stadia to enable 4K 60 FPS with appropriate TV and bandwidth. We want all games to play at 4K 60 FPS, but sometimes for artistic reasons, a game is 4K 30 FPS. So Stadia always streams at 4K 60 FPS via the 2x encode." Now, what this tells me is that some developers, if they choose, they can have their games run at 30 FPS and not 60 FPS. So obviously the hardware is there, and the games are always the hardware is always there for games to be streamed at 60 FPS, but some developers might decide, quote unquote, for artistic reasons, to keep their game at 30 FPS. Obviously, reading this does not get me too excited, and it's good to know that if the game isn't running at 60 FPS, it's probably on the developer side and has nothing to do with Stadia. But I'm not sure what game out there runs better and looks better at 30 FPS versus 60 FPS. Maybe somebody in the comments can enlighten me on that game and let me know. Him saying that the 2x encode is really just saying that it'll output it twice. So that doesn't really mean much. That doesn't mean that Stadia can all of a sudden work magic and make a game work at 60 FPS versus 30 FPS. So this does confirm the rumors that people were hearing, that the games might not run at 60 FPS. So take this news as you will. But personally, I'm going to keep tabs on this channel. You guys are going to be seeing gameplay videos, and we'll get to the bottom of these games and see if they're actually running at 30 FPS and 60 FPS, because honestly, that's one of my concerns. And I know some of you guys don't care, but some people do care if their games run at 30 FPS versus 60 FPS, especially if those games can run at 60 FPS through Steam or through just a normal gaming computer. So we'll definitely keep tabs on that on this channel, and definitely stay tuned for that. So the next piece of news is definitely another bummer, and that is that Doom Eternal has been delayed until March 2020. Some days ago, I made the prediction that Stadia will release with Doom Eternal and coincide with it, and that prediction went out the window. Unfortunately, Doom Eternal was going to be my first foray into that Doom universe. I actually don't think I've played Doom. Maybe I played the original when I was a little kid, but it's been so long that I don't remember. So this is definitely crappy news. And if Stadia was to release on that day to coincide with that release, their plans might have also gone out the window as well. But a lot of you predicted different days in the comments in that video that I made about the Stadia launch date. So I guess we'll see what happens. Now, the last piece of news is, you guys probably have all heard by now, but if you haven't, PS5 has now been announced and been confirmed to come out in the holidays of 2020. And as I glanced over the list of specs and things that I plan, I was genuinely impressed as a PC gamer and not really a console gamer. The thing that really threw me off more than anything was ray tracing was going to be available with the PS5. Once again, a few days ago, I made a video and stated that Stadia needs to have ray tracing in a way to stand above the consoles, as I didn't think the consoles would support it in this generation, and I was wrong yet again. Ray tracing being on the PS5 is definitely a big deal, and a lot of you might not even know what I'm talking about with ray tracing, but it's a more realistic way of doing lighting effects that makes your games way more immersive, and it can only be done with the new GPUs that have been coming out. We're talking $1,000 GPUs. So definitely the next generation consoles are stepping up their hardware, and I think this definitely puts Stadia on the clock. They don't want to be behind, as this can steer people away from wanting to see games and buying games on Stadia. And I have to say, I was pretty impressed as a PC gamer with all the specs that I saw with the PS5. But like always, we'll see what happens. The good thing is that the Stadia base, the free version, will be out sometime next year, so they'll be a little bit ahead of these new consoles, which is good. but I'm hoping that Stadia is able to kind of keep up and get ray tracing in by the end of next year, at least around by that PS5 release date. So we'll definitely see, and Stadia's going to have its chance to make good impressions on a lot of people next year, so I'm excited to see what happens there. But all right, guys, that's going to be it for me today. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider hitting that like button, sub to the channel for more Stadia related content and cloud gaming content. Consider joining our Discord to keep up with things. Last night I posted we're looking for people who want to come on the podcast and talk about their thoughts with everything on Stadia or anything cloud gaming related. So definitely check that out. Share the Discord with others, as that'll be awesome and helpful. But all right, guys, thank you guys for watching. I'm Sunny, and like usual, I hope you all have a sunny day.